Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 beta commentary. This is WTii, your host, and I will be showing you this 1v1 game on the map Lost Temple. It's between myself as the red Terran versus FiLLy as the blue Protoss. Now he's going to be scouting after he's got his pylon, which is a natural thing to do. He's got to find out where I am and I will need to know where he is. So as soon as I do my supply depot, I am going to be sending that SEV around the map to find out where he is. Now this is one of the few Terran games where I'm actually going to be playing normal. Surprise, surprise. Yes, I do like to lame and I do like to do silly things for fun, but I think this is one of those games where I'm going to have to take it a bit more seriously because I previously played this guy a couple of games ago, and he beat me in it. So I want to get revenge, so I'm going to play a bit more properly this time. So hopefully I can get the win that I'm after. So the gateway's going down. I believe he's going to be going for a cybernetics core. It's usually what you can predict. If you ever see a Protoss getting themselves to a simulator, you know they're going to be getting themselves in a cybernetics core unless they're a noob, because why would you need gas if you're only going to be going sellers? Think about it, eh? So there we go. The scout is in the base. I get to see vital information. He's not blocking by his ramp, which is interesting, whereas I will be blocking off. I'll be getting myself the marine, lots of factory, refineries. I need lots of gas for the build I'm going to be doing. Could you guess what the build I'm going to be doing is? I'll slow it down just for you a moment. So have a look here. Got orbital command, 2 refineries, factory, barracks. It's pretty hard to tell, I suppose. It could well be tanks, but it's not. Starport is going to be going down. Now, I'm certainly not going to need Vikings in this matchup, so that leaves one other thing. Two other things. Banshees or Medivacs. But since another barracks is going down, you might be able to assume, if you're ever seeing this or scouting this, that I'm going to be doing Bioball, which is Marines, Marauders, and Medivacs. So I'm going to be building myself. I've just got myself the reactor whilst I was building the factory. So whilst I was building the starport, rather, I build a reactor at my factory. So by the time the starport is done, you can just swap it over and start pumping out Medivacs. Boom, there you go. So I'm going to have tech labs going down for my barracks as well after I've got a fair few Marines. So I want to get a nice mix here. I want to get Marines, Marauders and Medivacs. Not too many Marines and Medivacs, not too many Marauders and Medivacs. Just a good all-round sample. So here's the factory, building a tech lab. That's more of a backup really than anything. It's quite cheap for a tech lab and I can afford it with this many SCVs at this stage. So not really a problem whatsoever. You can see my opponent is going for his robotics facility and a Twilight Council, so he's going a bit of a tech route here. Maybe Immortals, some sort of upgrades, we'll probably see very soon. So the Stalkers are going to be starting to push out, going to be looking for anything. That's a nice little pylon there in case he can sort of warp to. This is something that Protoss need to do a lot in their games. He's already upgraded it, which is warp gate ability, so he can then warp in his units anywhere on the map, providing he has got a pylon or a warp prism nearby, to give him that sort of blue aura effect. So he's going to be looking around here with his Stalkers. Stalkers take on a lot really. He's not really going to be too threatened walking around here. It's not like he's going to get caught out and suddenly destroyed. This is the point where I try to do a little drop here, use the advantage of my Medivacs that came out. I haven't got much to take him on, but at this point I don't really want to lose anything. This is why I'm playing a bit paranoid. I can't see him at this stage. I don't know where he is exactly. I don't know if he's got a much larger army or many more Stalkers. And I don't want to take the risk of my Medivacs going down. So that's why I backed up there really. I could have possibly done a bit more damage, but I don't think it was worth the risk at this point. He's got himself an observer, so he's going to be sending it over to my base to see exactly what is going on. I can tell you what exactly is going on. I'm getting myself stim pack, and my enemy is getting himself blink, so we're both getting ourselves the tech routes. So I'm going to be going for basically, I hope so, I do get concussive shells at some point, so I'm going to be building up my Marauders, my Marines, and as you can see I've got a nice little army here, so this is a safe army to move out with now, especially since I'm going to have Stim Pack any second now. So as soon as Stim Pack comes out and you've got yourself your Medivacs and your Marines and Marauders, that's a good time to go basically, because if you get into trouble you can use Stim Pack and just run away because you move super fast, and if you manage to catch them out, then you've got Stim Pack and you can chase them down and absolutely give yourself a huge advantage in the game. So there's no bad time to really move out if you're you getting yourself Stim Pack. So what can we see? My enemy's going for a lot of Stalkers here. Is he going to be building himself Immortals? Yes he is. Immortals to deal with the Marauders that I've got, and Stalkers should mop up really the Medivacs and the Marines, so I can understand his movements here. He might need a Colossus though really to deal with this, because the only thing that can really beat Marine Marauder and Medivacs is really a area damage, sort of like area effects. So Colossus or High Templars in terms of the Protosses way of dealing with it. So I managed to get 2 Stalkers for him getting down 1 Medivac, so I think I came off on top there. He's got himself an observer there, so he can keep an eye on me all the time. He's trying to work out whether to hit and run, is it safe? I've got myself stim pack, so is it really going to be worth it? I think he's probably going to back up at this point. So that's fine by me because I'm getting myself an expansion. So obviously if you are pushing out and you think you can sort of safely keep your enemy contained, that's a great time to get yourself an expansion because once again that gives you an advantage. So we've both got a fairly even amount of workers. He's going for the Immortals and Stalkers. I'm obviously going MM and M. Oh, I've managed to catch 2 Stalkers out here. He would blink up onto there if he had some sort of sight, but he can't, and that's it. I managed to sort of trap him there. That's 2 extra free Stalker kills. I'm in a very good position here right now. Got lots of Medivacs, lots of Marines, and lots of Marauders. I believe I was getting myself, that's it. You want to get yourself a barracks with a reactor at some point relatively soon after you push out, so you can get many Marines just in case it so happens that they've got mass air. And then you've got no Medivacs, your Medivacs can't hit the air, Marauders can't hit the air, and if you've been a bit too greedy, as many Terran players do, and just get basically mostly Marauders and very few Marines, you're stuffed. So you've got to make sure that you get a bit of everything. Variety is the spice of life. So what can we see here? Ooh, lots of tech going down, refineries, loads more gas please, so I can keep up the harass. Oh, that's it. I've got the scan going down so I can see up here, because it's quite obvious he's going to be sitting up here waiting to get some free hits on me. So that caught him out there, putting the scan down so I could definitely see. I mean, the Medivacs will help me to see, but the scan will let me see a lot more. So then, bam, I'll put down the stim pack and then do some major damage. So he's waiting for more Immortals. That's going to be kind of threatening, so that's why I'm trying to get the Immortals down first rather than the Stalkers. Once the Immortals are down, I feel a lot more confident taking on this army, but there's still a lot of Stalkers compared to my army. I think I'm going to slowly go down here. I'm not sure. It's pretty hard to tell. I think I'm going to have to back up here. I don't think my 4 Marauders can take that. I'm not sure. I'm backing up here. He's warping in more units. I've got some units coming in. I've loaded up my units that were waiting outside there by the rally point, and I'm dropping them in now just in time. This is going to buy me just about enough time to probably keep him inside of his base and keep him contained, because if I didn't do that, he would have been able to win that battle and probably push out a bit, or be a lot more successful. So bringing in those few extra units at a crucial time has really done me a huge favour, because he's already used his warp gate ability. He needs to wait until he can get more resources and more, well, for the warp gate to be ready to build in more units. So there we go, more Stalkers being put down. This is a really good position for me. I'm going to try and take out these pylons whilst he's backed up, trying to get some free hits in these pylons. If I can take them down, which is basically my main concern. I could take down the units, I'll try and take them down, but if he keeps moving them back, then I'll just say screw it, I'm going to go for your pylons instead. As soon as that other pylon goes down, he's going to lose a lot of power to the rest of his buildings here, which is going to be even more advantage. Boom, down it goes. That is really over now. There we go. So really intense stuff. Very nicely done from both players, but I think I got too many advantages there. I caught him out quite a few times as he lost Stalkers, so really that was the crucial points. And obviously Marine, Medivac and Marauder are just such a safe combination, so if you manage to get yourself even a slight advantage, you can keep it a lot easier with this sort of combo, because your units are just going to be healed and not die basically. So thank you very much for watching. It's been Woody. Please subscribe, rate and comment.